forget to visit teespring.com to get all your no rhyme, no reason merchandise, mugs, shirts, masks, phone cases, and so much more. That's teespring.com. That's teespring.com for all your no rhyme, no reason, and Govs Radio merchandise.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Yeah, it's that quick today.
What?
Yeah, hi.
Is this on?
Testing, 1, 2.
Unfortunately for our listeners, these mics are hot. They are working, baby. What's up, Mr. Bose?
How you doing, good sir? What is this that you have on display here?
I like to call it the Bose Shrine. Don't move that.
I'm
it's
sorry,
kind
I'm
of giving me the angle.
Oh, it's giving you the angle?
Way to shit it up on me like a minute into the show.
Well,
gorilla.
I'm here for support.
This is part of our mega biggest Bose bobblehead fan fundraiser for Long Island Harvest Food Bank, and we're doing pretty good right now. We got we're a week in.
Yeah.
$600.
Wow.
$600. Yep. We'll be calling a few people out on the carpet for the donations they haven't put in yet. So
drag them out. And
we will. But the people who have donated, we love you, and you're doing good work there. You're feeding some hungry people. Not me and you.
No, definitely not me.
No. So how are you?
Fat. I mean, good.
Good.
Not
mutually exclusive. You could be both.
Okay.
You'd be fat and good.
Okay. I found the tight jacket again because if the listeners,
you think the other ones were loose?
No. Well, this one is especially tight because it still does one of these. Ready, everyone?
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a little crinkly.
But can I tell you the difference? When I do that, it's ligaments in my shoulder.
Oh.
See, because I'm old. You just get the threads. It's actual body parts.
Well, it's I don't know about thread. It's more of just like horribly molded clay, so.
Or you pass some wind.
That too.
So we're going to have some fun tonight.
Can't wait.
Yeah. So you want to know what we got brewing over here?
Yeah, what's going on over here?
This right here, and Sally, are we seeing the back over the Bose shoulder?
Well,
can we see if Bose ducks?
If I duck down.
You're going to have to read it.
Oh, we got...
You can see it, but it's very small.
Okay, wait a minute, hold on.
Well, while he gets this lavish outerwear.
Wait, let's make it... How's it look now? Can we see it now?
Perfect.
Let's cover up...
Perfect.
Let's cover up this atrocity.
This is perfect right here.
So,
awesome.
This is part of that mega prize package, the I'm friends with the world's okayest comedian. Do you know who that happens to be, by the way, the world's okayest comedian?
I have no idea. Why don't you go ahead and tell me, Rich?
Well, it happens to be Jeff Bose.
Get out of town!
I kid you not.
Who would ever figured?
Also,
yes,
this two of a kind, basically, because you have one now.
Yes.
That's probably is it enshrined in anything at home? Is it?
Yeah, I told you. As soon as I got home, I went ahead. I showed the family, and of course, they all had their own little, tidbits of information that he wanted to share. Like,
why is he so skinny?
Exactly. That was the one thing. It was what was it? They both people said, like, why does it have a blue hue? And you can keep on telling me it looks like you until you're blue in the face. Ha ha. Anyways,
so everyone at home is a comedian.
Yes, and then my son, God rest his time with his living expenses at my house, went ahead. He's like, it's missing something. Screw that. I don't care. He's like, it's missing something. I was like, well, what? And he's like, it's too skinny in the front. And I was like, oh, thank you. And he's like, you just got nicked. And I was like,
wow.
At what point did you start your own MTV show?
Well, you know what? I went with the best version of Bose, but if you notice, there's a little ticket hanging off of the leg here.
Oh.
Every $10 donated.
Yes.
So if somebody donates $50, they get 5 tickets into the raffle.
Okay.
I donated one of my tickets because I don't want to win.
Right.
I mean, I'd love to win. I mean, who wouldn't want this beauty?
Right.
But I'm donating one of my tickets. This is an actual ticket. If you notice, it's DJ D Love.
Ah, okay.
I will be donating if this ticket wins. Bose, I put you on a skateboard with some booze because why not? Because you're having every day's an adventure with you. This is also a pair of tickets to see who we're now calling the comedy Kevorkian.
Yes.
Tony Walker.
Absolutely.
The man who's killed comedy twice, and he's going for the hat trick on April 21st.
Okay.
So don't make any plans to go see any shows after April 21st until you check into things, because Tony Walker is the death blow to comedy.
Yeah, he is. Do you think he could do it for a trifecta?
I'm not going to bet against him, but I'm hoping he doesn't.
Okay.
I'm hoping he doesn't. But anyway, pair of tickets already purchased. Gov's Big Room, April 21st.
I can't wait.
7 o'clock. The sad part is I bought 4 tickets. Me and you will be accompanying whoever maybe goes.
Of course.
I mean, you want to sit at another table, knock yourself out, but we'll be there too.
Or if you want to simply
The
have a little-
bobblehead, the shirt.
Yes.
It doesn't get any better than that. And actually today we kicked it up a little bit.
More?
Going to throw in a few poker chips for complimentary, as Tony Walker says, free complimentary drinks at Roslyn Social.
Well, there's nothing
So,
better than
come
free
on.
complimentary.
What else do you people want? Get on the link, for the love of God, on my Facebook page and donate. Excuse me. Every $10 you donate, even if you donate $10, donate $5. You don't have to be in the contest, but donate $5. It's a good cause. You're
know what?
feeding people.
You know what? You're
You're going to donate $5?
Well, besides that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a ticket. Okay, I'm going to donate $10. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to donate that ticket to Lisa Vitino.
Well, you're not getting tickets for your previous donation, so you can donate those to Lisa if you'd like, because you weren't getting tickets for your tickets.
Well, no, I wasn't looking for that.
Because you're not going home with 2 Bosies, because that's
Well, no,
trouble.
Well,
You already got one.
No, I know I already have one, but
Thanks
I'm
for
sitting
your
there like,
donation.
well, I'm
Keep
just
your
saying, like,
receipt.
I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to donate a ticket to Lisa.
What, hasn't she suffered enough?
Well, she's going to go get.
You're going to make that poor woman wear a Jeff Bosie T-shirt? And
Well,
this
considering some things were ruined, why not a dry T-shirt and some
booze.
booze,
Right.
And,
Well-
and then a comedy show to boot.
And we need to put that fundraiser up on our No Rhyme, No Reason page.
Yes.
So for those of you who might be interested in donating $20, maybe put $10 towards our lovely Long Island Harvest Food Bank donation, and the other $10 maybe towards Lisa Vitino's GoFundMe, because
Yes.
she had a horrible
Absolutely.
couple of weeks. And but donations were pouring in for that,
Yes.
which is good. And you can find that donation where? We'll put it on our page, but otherwise, where could they find it right now? It's a GoFundMe under, who would have it? If somebody wants to post it, if somebody
Yes.
on here has it, the GoFundMe for Lisa Vitino, please post that. And folks, listen, I'm not telling you to take your whole stimulus money and throw it into charitable things, because everyone needs their money. But $10 here, $10 there, you sleep good at night.
Listen, I just looked at it this way. Everyone was sitting there itching and crying, and about like, oh, the stimulus check. I'd listen. You got your most people got their stimulus check already. Okay, what is it to donate $10 of it? We all know what you got. We all know what you got.
Did you get your stimulus money?
What? Yeah, I came in. Yeah.
Yeah, I bought my own coffee. Thanks.
Oh,
Fucking
well.
cheap. No.
Listen, wait. To be fair,
Which 7-Eleven did you get that at?
the one by my house.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute.
Let me
Wait a
just
minute.
explain. When you
Wait a
walked in,
Yeah.
there
Yes.
was a really serious problem at 7-Eleven. It was the last cup, and you lost cell service at the same time, so you couldn't even say, "Rich, would you like a cup of 7-Eleven coffee?" I understand. It's not like I've ever been next door in the dairy place and said, "Hey, boss, are you hungry? I'll get you a sandwich." You cheap fuck.
Okay, now wait a minute. To be fair,
You know what? Bosie's in timeout. I'm putting him in timeout for a little bit. He's in timeout.
don't show everybody my ass.
Look at you. Wish your ass looked like that.
I wish I had that much ass. Well, listen. To be fair,
You're in timeout for a little while.
You know I don't control my finances, right? Like I get an allowance.
Who paid for the coffee?
This is scrap metal money. Okay, I had to go ahead.
And coincidentally, that you only made $2.49 for scrap metal, not $4.98.
No, it was $15, $16 that I made.
You got 2 cell phones, and you
gotta
can't buy
stop.
me a cup of coffee.
Listen, one of them is a work phone. the
Yeah,
other
what
is
is with the 2 cell phones?
we know what's going on.
We all
here.
know why
You
people
run
have
it, what
2
do you got?
cell
A crystal
phones.
meth lab, a stable of women.
Listen. Even
What?
listen, I couldn't even get into the game of trying to cheat on my wife because listen, I
That's what
actually
the Breaking Bad guy said. That's,
know what?
He's
This-
got a meth lab.
This
somewhere.
timeout's over. I can't look at this guy. The whole
but
time.
listen, think about it. I couldn't even go up and come. What would be my line? I'd probably get smacked. I'd probably go to a girl and say "yummy," and that would be my line.
Yummy.
Yummy. I mean, like, would you be creeped out if someone came up to you, Sally, and said "yummy"?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, there you go. And what makes it
Especially
worse?
because Tony used it on her and it worked, and now she would not want that.
Now I'm
happening
embarrassed
again.
how
Yeah.
well it worked.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Oh my God! I heard yummy and my legs went up in the air. Crazy.
hey, what
It
makes
was
it worse?
that easy.
What makes it worse is that I'm holding like duct tape and a skewer. But I mean, at the same time, I have no game. So
If you're looking for an argument, you've come to the wrong place.
Okay.
We're not going to argue with you. But anyway, Bose,
yes,
some luck. It could be a lucky lady. Imagine, if you will, some lucky woman, single perhaps,
yes,
finds herself one night with a bobblehead, sleeping in her Bosey T-shirt.
Yes.
As if that's what else you would do with it, right?
of course.
And maybe a little free booze.
Yeah.
And what happens? She wins tickets to a comedy show.
Yes.
She brings one of her trashy friends with her.
Yes.
Right. So now
Yeah.
there's two women.
Yeah.
And the actual in the flesh Jeff Bosey.
Yeah.
It's how memories are made. Is all this is memories.
Maybe she'll use the other ticket for Bose. She'll bring him.
I already got him a ticket.
All right.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'll cut him loose.
It's the
I'm okay with
gesture,
that.
though.
Yeah. Yeah. If you want to invite Jeff Bosey, I will find a +1. Don't worry. So
I don't know who
But
would wanna
anyway,
do that.
folks, let's do some donating. We got Lisa.
Yes.
We're going to post that somewhere.
Yes.
Right? And if somebody can post that link on there now, if Danielle Asher ever tunes in tonight, she posted that link yesterday. That's what I went on to donate for us.
Okay.
And we are now, just so you people know, don't ask us for anything for a couple of weeks because No Rhyme, No Reason's out of petty cash.
Oh, absolutely.
We've used all the petty cash. I had to buy Scotch tape,
Yes.
printer cartridge, and we donated. So we're flat broke until our next
And then $2.
stimulus check for No Rhyme, No Reason. And yeah.
Yeah.
And please send your thoughts and prayers to the 7-Eleven by Jeff's house that they get another shipment of cups in because they used the last one evidently tonight.
It could have been worse.
You
I
cheap
mean,
bastard.
Listen, it could have been worse. I could have been sitting there like meeting up with the same guy that was singing like the dirty version of Candyman again.
Oh, I forgot about that. yeah.
Who can squeeze an
in
asshole?
the panel van.
Yes.
Yeah, that's frightening. So, Bose, before I know you have stuff to talk about.
Absolutely.
I saw a story today that was so Jeff Bosey-like.
There's a Jeff Bosey-like story?
Yes, this is. Now, if I was to say to you,
Yes.
between the months of March and November, one of the things that you like to do on weekends, what would you say it is?
Perform.
Something others get enjoyment out of as well. I mean, yeah.
Eat.
Oh, for God's sakes! Where do you go usually? You
Chili's.
Oh my God!
To bed.
God.
To the beach.
Yard sales, garage sales.
Garage sales. Yes, absolutely.
You do a minute and a half of a bit on it, you dumbass. Clearly not funny, but
So me and my wife, we love to go to garage. No.
yeah. Okay. Anyway, check this story out.
Yes.
Somebody bought let's see, describe it. It was a bowl. It was like a blue and white bowl
Yes.
at a yard sale in Connecticut.
Was it fentanyl?
$35,
Yeah, but was it fentanyl?
which you wouldn't pay. I bet you've never paid $35 for anything at a yard sale.
I have.
You have,
Yeah.
But I mean, you tried to chew them down. 35 is a lot at a yard sale, right?
it depends on what the item is.
Like if you get a dresser or something.
All right. Well, they bought a blue and white bowl for $35.
Was it fentanyl?
No, it wound up being a 15th century Chinese bowl that they then sold at auction for $722,000.
Yes.
So could you imagine going to some person's driveway and rummaging through and going, "Oh, this is a nice little shitty bowl.
Right.
You know what? I'll put hard candy in it, or
Some Werthers.
or the car keys by the front door in it." And then somebody goes, "Hey, you should get that checked out." It says, "Who's Ming? Who's this guy Ming?" And
Wasn't he the bad guy in Flash?
Yes, he was merciless. He
Okay.
was. $722,000. That's 2 weeks' pay for a guy like you. Just saying.
You gotta stop.
Stimulus.
It's not
money.
uncommon that happens.
Really.
Really? No, seriously.
Biggest, best thing you ever bought at a yard sale that you found out was worth a lot more afterwards.
I'm not that type of shopper because
Like, do you resell stuff? Like,
Yeah,
you're like,
do you-
oh,
I have.
if I get this for $5, I could sell it for $30.
Oh, that's a lot of work. For
I'm not
$25
that.
bucks,
Listen,
isn't
I'm not that gummy to go ahead and try to like do homework and like try to find something, purchase it, and resell it. I can't. I don't have that kind of. I don't have that kind of time. But I do go
It's
ahead.
the reading, isn't it? It's the reading.
It is.
It's
There's
the
a
reading.
lot of reading, a lot of research. But the thing is, I mean, when I go to purchase, I purchase stuff that I'm going to use, not sit there and go, well, I wonder, well, I see this piece here. It's your mom's silverware, and it's been a hand me down for like God knows how many generations. Let's go ahead and like quickly Google search this and then purchase it. No, I don't do that.
I mean, you got to admit though, $35 investment, $722,000.
Turnover, yeah.
Not a bad.
Not a
yard
bad
sale,
idea
right?
whatsoever.
So, Bose, you want to say hi to some people? We got.
Yes.
We have one. Listen, one of the good guys around. Haven't seen him in a while. Haven't heard from him in a while. But our buddy, geez, I don't know. He's an old guy now, right? Mike Zimmelman. What
Oh,
is he now?
wow.
What is he now? Like 11? How old is he?
Pretty much.
Yeah, I think he's in his 14th year of college too. Evidently, he's getting 4 degrees, a master's, and a PhD.
Okay.
In is it possible to get that in wrestling? I think he's getting it in wrestling. But how you doing, Mikey? And he said if he can't spend his stimulus check on hookers and blackjack, what's the point of getting it in the first place? He's not wrong. Joan, how you doing, Joan? Kevin Epstein, how are you? Who else we
Christine
got?
Ramo Flattery.
Oh, Jeff's balls are in a jar. Wow, some people know you.
Joan
Wait,
Kardashian.
is she the same Kirsten who said there was ketchup on the corned beef, or no?
Oh, I can't.
What was the last name?
The Flattery.
Yes.
Flaherty?
Yes, I believe
Oh, so we got to get to the bottom of this story. Evidently, was it her husband? Mm-hmm. Put ketchup on his corned beef.
Now, with the last name O'Flattery, you'd figure it'd be like, oh, I'm going to kill you instead.
You wouldn't even think the ketchup would come out on the table.
No.
Right.
No.
Right.
Okay, well, I'm sorry.
This is why we can't have nice things. Can't have holidays.
I don't understand, like, certain things, they just don't go together, but who am I to sit there and be a connoisseur of food?
Like that shirt and that jacket, for instance, right?
It's a beautiful shirt and a beautiful jacket. All total, $10.
Overpaid.
$10.
And I bet you could resell it for $8.
I could possibly get the,
Nice.
$8
Nice.
back. Yeah, no.
Oh, so all right. So you've had no luck at all with the massive hundreds of thousands of dollar purchase at the yard sale.
Listen, the only thing I'm out there purchasing Christmas decorations, Halloween decorations, and cat crap because I married the crazy cat lady, and who doesn't need a couple of more porcelain figurines of cats or,
I mean, you already have cats. Why do you need figurines of cats? You have real cats.
It would the the thing is she's when we go out and we go shopping, we'll go to even like these thrift stores, and she's like, oh, what a beautiful porcelain cat, and I'm sitting there going, I was like, we don't need any more cats on the inside. Couldn't you find like a planter, keep it outside, keep it outside.
You would just move it for the Christmas decorations, though.
Well, that was about it.
Yeah. All right.
Now if it was a Christmas cat, then it's a debatable thing. I don't know because it's
right.
holiday-ish.
All
So.
right. All right, I got another good story for you.
Another one.
I think
Okay.
Sally might even like this one because
Okay.
it involves something.
Rectal bleeding?
Yeah. So this guy was arrested for a violent crime recently.
Yes.
And when they got his DNA,
Yes.
it turns out that they linked him to another crime previously in 2012
Wow.
for a burglary. Okay. And do you know how they caught him? With the DNA? This is good.
Was it?
When he broke into the original person's house in 2012, the person had a sausage sandwich sitting there. And this guy breaks in, steals whatever the hell he steals, but then says, hey, I'm going to have me a bite of that sandwich.
Seriously?
And they matched the DNA from the guy to the sausage sandwich.
From the sausage? How do you...
I don't know.
At
I'm
what
just telling
point? At what point though does the homeowner sit there and go, "Wait a minute"?
you, it looks like a bite's missing.
Exactly.
I know.
I mean, like with everything that went on.
Goldilocks.
Yeah. I mean, that's the whole thing. But it just at what point does the homeowner go like, "Oh," and then he took a bite out of my sandwich too. That prick.
It wasn't all good news. Even though they caught the guy in the violent crime, they
Right.
couldn't. They said they could not prosecute him for the 2012 one because the statute of limitations was up.
What? 8 years?
I guess it was 9 years ago. So
Oh,
I guess
okay.
I think it's 7 or something or whatever. But so moral of the story is,
Don't eat.
well, don't leave your DNA on someone else's sausage.
I don't
right?
get why,
Okay.
like any crime, you shouldn't be able to be like, why, like, wow, 10 years past few, you know, isn't that great?
It is interesting thing. Like why, we
What's
got to
the
clear the
point?
files out. I mean, so we shot a guy in the head 11
I can
times.
understand if it's like a child, you know, like things that you do before 21, you shouldn't probably be accountable at like, 80 years old, stealing a stereo or something.
Every person who probably died in Vietnam and World War II was probably between 18 and 20.
Right.
Right. So
Good evening, Tom Galati, Adam Snare, and Daniel Asher. And she went ahead and she posted as requested.
thanks, Danielle. Let's feel free to click on that link and do some damage for
Yeah.
a good cause, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, cool. So, boss, you are okay with somebody leaving their DNA on somebody else's sausage? You're all right with that?
I think I've had plenty of women leave their DNA in my sausage.
Bullshit.
Hey, listen.
Really? No, they haven't.
Even though you have 3 cell phones, I'm calling bullshit.
Come, we
have 3 cell
We're gonna go to
phones?
3. It's only
It's
it's two.
any guy that shows 2 has a
Has
third.
another one.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Come on.
That's like sitting there. Okay,
It's
how
like
about this?
I'm showing off my Bossy bobblehead. You know why? Because there's really 2 of them.
So I could sit there and say I have an 8-inch penis, but I really have more.
No.
It would work the opposite way. People would say, "Wow, Jeff has a 2-inch penis. Maybe he has more at home." No, it doesn't.
Doesn't work that way.
No.
No.
No,
Okay.
no.
I tried.
Yeah, hell of a try.
I did try. So you can't.
And you don't get to multiply your inches by the amount of cell phones you have to get to a number you're comfortable with. so maybe you have 5 cell phones. Wow. I feel terrible for you.
God.
All right. So last crazy story.
Yes.
This to me sums up the state of Florida.
Okay.
Okay. A Pensacola teenage girl. Where's Pensacola?
Florida.
Right. You know what happens in Florida.
Spring break.
Crazy shit all the time, right? Okay. Pensacola teenage girl and her mom is an assistant principal at an elementary school.
Oh, this is gonna sound bad. It's sounding bad.
They were arrested,
Both of them.
the mom and the daughter.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
This is serious shit what went down here.
All right.
They were arrested for hacking into hundreds of student accounts. You
For-
ready?
okay.
Oh, yeah. Ready?
But wait, there's more.
To fraudulently vote for the teenage girl for homecoming queen in the fall.
Wow.
This is the fucked up. Did
they
you
already-
imagine going to jail because you're that desperate for your Barbie doll daughter to be the homecoming queen? So you hack into a bunch of accounts and vote for her.
Well, now what was she like? Elephant Man ugly? I mean,
No, she actually was. She looked from the picture. She looked like a cute kid, but it's homecoming queen.
really.
That's like being voted tallest midget. Who cares?
I mean,
Who
I
gives
would
a
have
shit?
loved to have had this mother-daughter team to help me with the voting on Pasusu.
Now, would you give them different numbers each? Like, would you give the mom the one number and the
Well,
daughter
of
the other one?
course,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
But they could have definitely gone ahead and then put all those votes on Pasusu, and then I would have moved on, and I probably would have gotten to the finals and probably took, the crown of Pasusu if I had them in my
Wait,
corner.
weren't you the champ on Pazuzu?
No, I wasn't.
What?
No.
Oh, I had no idea.
No. We didn't win that one. We didn't win that one.
But you're the world's okayest comedian.
And that's where I stand with Pasusu.
Wow.
So.
Oh, that's terrible.
It is terrible.
To get back to the sausage story, that might be the worst news I've heard all day.
Oh my God! I can't believe you did that.
It's almost like having Mr. Faulkner call in.
Oh my God! Jesus Christmas!
So anyway, those were my 3 stories that caught my attention when I found out that somebody would be that desperate to basically rig a homecoming queen election.
That's ridiculous. I mean,
Did you
I
ever
don't know.
run for any office in school? Like, were you ever up for treasurer or homecoming king or?
best lunchroom attendant.
Really?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Check
And
that out.
did you win?
No. Still didn't win that either.
There was someone better.
There was someone better in taking the trays from the kids. The other kids.
Maybe that kid's mom hacked into the system and voted, and you got screwed.
Who would ever known, like,
Right.
30 years ago that could have happened?
That's going to be my fallback position now. Everything that I lose, I'm going to blame it on somebody else and their mom.
You know, think about it. 30 years ago, we didn't have all of this stuff. Oh, my God. I'm feeling my age. Okay, moving on.
Yeah.
But anyways.
So, what's pissing you off this week? And do not
Yes.
say Cuomo.
Okay, fine. I will not say Cuomo. So the governor, pretty much now he goes ahead and he doesn't want to talk about anything that has to deal with the sexual allegations that are pending against him. He only wants to talk about his basically how he's not going to resign and how every single person is saying to him, resign.
Are you surprised? I mean, seriously, we just think about it. We had somebody in the White House. We went through the same thing, right? That 17 women were right, and you know what they did? They just kind of said, yeah, bullshit. They're all lying. Whatever. Next, and they changed the dialogue, right?
Okay.
What's he get? I can't see him finishing his term. I mean, sooner or later, this is going to come to a head. Either there's going to be real proof, there's going to be testimony, there's going to be something, and he's going to go. At this point, I can't imagine. You think he's finishing his term?
Look. He might be able to go ahead and pull the.
Does he have 2 years left? This year and next
one.
year? No, I thought till November 22, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
I don't know.
I only thought it was the 1 year. Like this is the year.
No, I don't know. Anybody know when Cuomo's out?
I believe this is the
not
year.
when we hope he's out, but when he's actually out. I thought
so-
his term was running another till a year from November.
I mean, like, listen. I don't understand why we're all ganging up on this man. Okay, like, fine. He did what he had to do.
Because he sexually harassed women? Are you going to be the apologizer for the...
No, I'm not going to apologize
treatment of
for
women?
him. I'm definitely not going to apologize for him. But at the same token, I was like, you have a position of power. You're in office. Do things the regular way. You can't just go out to a bar, like, you know, before COVID and go ahead and, like, meet women. I mean, he couldn't do that and say, you know, like, hi, I'm Cuomo. And
How do you think that story plays out?
I mean, like,
How could he go to a bar? He shut them all the fuck down. Where was he going to go meet women?
I'm saying they're saying before.
Stand in the parking lot?
Before
6 feet
COVID.
away from a chick?
Before COVID. Before COVID.
Before COVID.
Before
Aren't
COVID.
you-
He couldn't go out and do things?
These are the stories you're hearing about. If these are the stories you're hearing about, there's probably 100 others of stories that you don't know anything about, right?
So only 7. Only 7 stories came out of the hundreds that are out there.
Oh, you think they're done?
I think they're going to, as you said, come to a head eventually.
I think there'll probably be more.
Well, like I said, he's got the sexual allegations. He's got the nursing home problem. So he's got a lot of things against him. I mean, I was watching back to old videos. I mean, like, yes, he's getting blamed for the nursing home thing, but I was watching.
He's not getting blamed. He is partially to blame, if not predominantly to blame.
But I was watching older videos from back in February of 20 and March.
How boring is your day?
I'm very boring.
You watched old videos of the Cuomo press conferences from February.
Well, I didn't like sit there
And
and
where
watch
do you
the full
save
40
them?
minutes.
By the way, what do you DVR these things? You got a fucking AM radio in your van, and you got the ability to save a press conference from February.
Listen,
Which phone do you save it on? The mom one or the daughter one?
the mom one, of
The
course.
mom one, okay.
Always go mom.
All right.
So, but I was watching. I was like, all throughout
Yeah,
the stage.
next gubernatorial election, Adam Snare is like, he's literally like a Johnny on the spot Google guy.
There you go.
You know what it is? We're saying shit, and Adam's at home going, Alexa, when is so-and-so's term up? Boom, he types it in.
We should have an Alexa in here. That would be fun.
We do. We have Jeff Bosey.
Oh, that's true.
It's more like a damaged Alexa. You know?
Yeah.
It's more like damaged Al.
Down Easter.
Can't even get Alexa, it's just Al. So, back to what I was.
I'd settle for a hard copy of an old encyclopedia.
God damn it. So, but either way, the thing is, like, nobody knew what was going on because, like, I saw everybody no mask. I saw everybody all close together. I saw people where it was like, that even when they started spacing people 6 feet apart.
This is, you talking about last February?
Yeah, last February and March.
Well, it just started.
and March.
Right.
and April too.
Middle of March is
There was
right around St. Patty's Day was when shit closed.
And still no mask on reporters and on whoever. Nobody knew anything.
Because we didn't have a lot of cases yet, and people were still like, that's just bullshit.
And I remember March, what was it? It was the March 15th or March 14th.
Yeah.
You ready for this one? In all of United States, 57 cases.
Yeah.
The entire United States. 57 cases back on March, let's say 17th, 57 cases. And it shot up to an Oprah Winfrey segment. You get a shot. You get a shot. Everybody gets a shot for this. You know, I mean, like, how did we fail on an epic scale like this?
We know how we failed because, listen, you can't put 100 people in a room
Right.
and give them the choice of 2 flavors of ice cream without having fisticuffs. Right? You can't.
Okay.
People lose their mind, right? If you say vanilla or chocolate, a third of the room starts going into an outrage because they wanted butter pecan or strawberry.
Screw
right?
them.
Right. Then you got the people who are allergic to this, and then this, and who wants soft serve, and who wanted sprinkles. And before you know it, there's 5 people out of 100 who picked vanilla or chocolate, and the other 95 are totally in groups of 8 and 9 gathered around the room, ignoring everybody, going, "Fuck it, I'll never eat ice cream again. I don't even believe that is ice cream. I bet you that's iced milk." Blah, 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 blah. They start going crazy.
Well, you still have those people now.
Yes,
in fact,
yes,
which
and
is amazing.
that's why they came out with a thing the other day where they said that a lot of people were still not going to take the vaccine. Okay, I mean, what do you tell them? You're gonna hold them down and stick it in their arm twice, right?
Well,
you got to do what you got to do, but it's just I laugh when people, vaccine, it ain't gonna work. I'm like, when's the last time you saw polio? I mean, they had a vaccine for polio, and how many days did you miss from school last year from polio? None.
Oh man. Okay. Well, let's switch gears here. So we all usually get like calls from telemarketers nonstop.
Which phone do you get them on?
This one I got on my personal today.
Which is which one?
The one that this one right here. Okay. So the red one. Listen, everybody, work, personal, just so everyone at home knows. So when I go ahead and I break out this phone to take your phone number,
that's the work one.
Yes.
So right now in the middle of this show, if that rings, you just get up and leave?
Yeah, sure. Because I'm going to be that dedicated to run out during our show. No.
Is your boss listening?
No one listens. No one cares. Nobody's listening.
Then why do you have the phone out?
Well, because I had notes on it, and then the screen went black, so now my notes are gone.
You had notes for the show?
I had notes for the show.
On your work phone?
Yes.
It just sounds like a conflict of interest to me. I'm sensing a little bit of, I still feel like there's a third phone, and you're not telling us about
no
it.
third phone.
And it's probably got an 800 number connected to it.
No, will you stop?
We'll get to the bottom. If anybody knows Bosie's 800 number...
Here you go. You ready? There's going to be 1,000 people going, "Oh, it's 1-800-SUCK ME," or it's 1-800 "He Takes It in the Ass" by Rich Rate, or whatever it is.
That's
it's
a lot of
one
numbers.
Of those.
Wait, that must have a different country code to it or something. 1-800 Bosie takes it in the ass.
Oh God. And I know
a lot of letters.
It is a lot of numbers. It's an out of country area code. So I got a call from a woman who was doing a survey. Okay, because for some reason, here comes another new word, Riesling.
Riesling. It's a wine. It's a sweet white wine. Oh no, that's Riesling. Never mind.
So she calls me up, and it was in regards to, and this is why I got with the political discussion. She was talking about Bruce. I think it's Bruce Jacobs. Is it Bruce Jacobs or Bruce what?
That's running for Nassau County?
Yes.
Bruce Blakeman.
Bruce Blakeman.
He's been around politics for 30-odd years in Nassau County.
Yes. Yeah. I didn't. You want to know what? I just heard his name for the first time today, oddly enough.
You never heard of Bruce Blakeman before?
No, I haven't.
You shitting me.
He
was just selected to run against Curran, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So
I don't even have AM radio, and I know that.
Well,
what did he do before?
Oh, he was a legislator.
Yes.
He's had multiple jobs in Nassau County for a long time. He's been a prominent figure in Nassau County for a long time.
Not only that, but he was also the contributor to Nassau County failing years ago, and they had to introduce what was it?
when they had to bring that financial
NIFA
over,
NIFA, yeah,
they had to bring the financial guys in.
yeah,
right? Yeah.
because he screwed up he put Nassau County in the red, so they had to bring out NIFA. That's what it was. But so it was literally, I've never had so much patience before, but this phone call to say, who would you vote for?
You took the call,
I took the call,
and then you said, "Sure, I've got time for you."
I spent 27 minutes.
27 minutes.
27
Which phone
minutes.
was that?
On the personal.
Oh, okay. I'm
called
just checking
the personal.
because
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, they called the personal. You have both numbers, so shut up.
I don't have, to be honest, I never know which one I'm calling.
I know, it's weird.
I can only tell when the way you answer. If you go, "Hello," I go, "Oh, I guess I got the work one."
Did you bring the
he says-
lotion?
Yummy.
Yummy. So I spent 27 minutes on the phone, and I loved some of the questions. I got a kick out of them, and I told like, "Are you?"
27 minutes?
And 27 minutes. I listen. It's usually when I get the your car's warranty has expired, I break out into the like, I don't know where I'm going. Who are you? Why are you calling me? My daddy's not here. Can you help me with my pee-pee? So these are the things I would say when they call. So this is obviously an older
Adam, Bruce Bosley. That was
Bruce
from-
Bosley.
DJ, the other was calling you Bosley.
He calls me Bosley.
Remember, did he say, wasn't that today? He called him Bosley, and we were
Yeah.
making fun of.
This is
Bosley.
I'm so glad I cut out when I did. I think it was like right after not actually was I heard like the phone ring and I heard, "Hey guys," I was like, "Oh, I gotta go. I gotta work. What do you know?" So I'll Don't worry, Sally. I'll rewatch
Hater.
tomorrow. I'll rewatch tomorrow, and I'll come back next week with something. So she's going through all these questions, and then she gets to the final part of it where it's like, if you could answer these next ones, which is, what year were you born? So I answered. And then she goes, what
race are you?
what
or
race, what ethnic background are you? And I wanted to say cantaloupe so bad.
Cantaloupe.
But I didn't. I said, well, do I have to answer that? Because
You don't have to.
I was like, it's like, well, I could put other. I was like, well, I would appreciate if you put that, because I don't think race should have to play into. Well, it's going forward towards the demographics, and I was like, okay, so if I'm
What do you identify as, by the way?
paleo string cheese.
Fair enough.
Okay, so
Oh, then not mozzarella sticks now.
Not mozzarella sticks.
Now they're
Now
string
they're-
cheese.
now they're paleo string
Me and
cheese.
Sally broke through to you. We got
yes,
we.
I actually
all right.
had to Google this, and I found out how wrong I was.
the intervention.
So, but the whole thing is, I can honestly sit there and identify her voice as an older black woman. So I was,
You racially profiled the survey lady.
but let me tell you why.
You're a disgrace.
Because the whole time throughout the whole thing, I was
What was
making
her name?
cracks. I forgot.
27 minutes on the phone. You didn't even know.
Well,
her name?
I didn't. She told me her name in the beginning, and it was like 27 minutes that passed by. I already forgot the name, So I don't know, Rochelle. I don't know. So random black name. So, anyways, and I said, I'm most likely you can sit there and hear my voice and say, "Oh, he's definitely pale, pasty, and white." And she let out a laugh that was not supposed to be used in this professional survey call. And
I feel like you were hitting on her.
no, I wasn't.
I feel like you were hitting on her.
No, because she was on my personal
So
phone.
now she's going to call on the other phone.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Well, I gave her the
yeah,
work number.
yeah.
But I just found it hilarious.
She's
the
like,
fact
hello, is Bosley there?
that Bosley, sexy Bosley. But that's the whole thing. I got to kick. They just say, okay, well then how about this? Do you identify?
You know they're
also-
going to call you every time now for some survey.
Well, good. Let them, because then the next person's going to get some weird voices.
All right.
But like I said, I entertained it because I've been ignoring and being rude to the car warranty people. So I figured,
Yeah, apples and oranges, though.
yeah, well, listen, she went there. She earned her $20 an hour. I don't know what she's making.
I'm curious to know if anybody has anyone purchased a car warranty from one of these people who called, or has anybody purchased, or not purchased, but has anybody set up an appointment with these solar panel people? I mean, I'm curious to know if that works, because I got to be honest, they are dedicated, man.
Listen,
that work ethic is second to none.
The solar people?
And the car warranty people. So is anybody out there, if you've done a extended car warranty with these people, I would be dying to know.
Listen, I should know. You should know too. There's a local comedian who is the same relentlessness that sits there and goes, "Hey, about that solar." I have friends that like that have nothing, like outside friends. Well, they allow me to talk to them. But
do you even have friends?
They come to me, he's like, "Yeah." And he said, like, Jeff? He's like, "Yeah, I know Jeff." I was like, it gets kind of creepy. I was like, when like the comedy life stretches into your personal, it gets a little creepy.
I mean, a lot of comedy is based on personal experience, isn't it?
Yeah, but don't
you? I mean, listen. No. If people didn't do comedy about their personal stuff, do you know the overlap in comedy? How bad it would be?
Yeah, but
you think when comedy opens up again, there's not going to be
a million COVID jokes? Yes.
COVID, toilet paper, Purell. What else? Masks. Yeah, blah 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 blah. Right. The same. Right. It's going to be the people who have the personal experience that can pull something funny out of that. But rank and file people are all going to be like,
yeah,
and they're going to be like, I can't believe it. That joke killed. No, it didn't. It never did.
It killed when I said it to myself in bed.
Yeah. It's like, I think without the personal stuff, comedy's lame.
Okay, fair enough.
Look, you either got to do it about personal stuff,
yes,
a lot of times,
yes,
or you have to make your comedy sound almost like it's personal, even if it's fiction. Right? I remember someone told a story one time, and Louis C.K. did a set, and he got off, and the guy goes, "That was fucking great." He goes, "I had no idea about, and he goes, "Yeah, I don't even have kids." Like at the time, he had no kids, and he did a killer set and something about the kids. But that's how you have to sell it, right? You got to either make it that way or. Well, you're on that same level as Louis.
Oh, absolutely. You know what the funny thing is? But no matter what years have passed, my son
Jeffy BK.
Jesus Christ. No matter what year passes, my son is always 6 years old. It's really weird.
Yeah.
Every time. Like I can't even I even go up to him like yesterday. I was like, "How old are you now? Are you 7 yet?" Yeah.
Yeah.
He is. I was like, "Are you 7 yet?" He's like, "I'm 8. I'm gonna be 9." And I'm like, "Good for you."
Let's see, Adam. Whoever's doing toilet paper jokes at this point should find a length of rope and a rickety stool. Yeah. You're not wrong. Brooks was here. And that's it.
I don't think that the man down at the Savers Market likes me much.
Yeah. Pee break, boss? You don't have to raise your hand every time you got to take a pee.
God damn it.
Okay, boss.
I haven't had a chance, though, to listen to good old Republican radio. And I wonder who they had a chance to replace Limbaugh.
I got to be honest, man. I don't know if I admire or I'm shocked. I don't even know what the right word is, but anyone who can listen to any of that radio, not Republican radio, anyone who can listen to Dem, Republican,
yes.
I don't understand how you make it through a day without grabbing a radio and just taking it in the tub with you.
Well, I don't
even understand it. It's torture. It's absolute torture.
It's completely simple. What you got to do is you get rid of the Democrats and the liberals, and you flush them down the toilet. And the only way I know that everyone in America can sleep soundly in their bed would be to get a MyPillow. MyPillow is so great. If I go ahead and I rub it against my taint and Trump's taint, it would be considered a rump pillow.
And that probably would be what I would imagine that to sound like. And I can tell you, I've never in my life listened to 1 minute of that radio. And I feel I'm better for it. I probably would, and I watch some of the shittiest television when I'm home. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've watched the National Cornhole Championships. Lawnmower racing. Mini golf on ESPN. I've watched shit television. I would still watch repeats of the Cornhole Championship before I listen to a new episode on like AM radio. I just would.
Now that we're 3 quarters in, By the way, people, don't forget, you still have time.
Be dialing.
Be dialing. Always be
Oh,
dialing.
speaking of be dialing, listen. Our buddy Don Sill,
Yes.
our buddy Tim Saliani.
Yes.
We're expecting donations.
Yes.
At least $10 for a ticket.
Okay.
Up to, millions.
Okay. Well, that's fair.
Based on the fact that we're going to be bidding
Okay.
for this baby before we made it a raffle.
Okay.
I'm expecting them to ring the register a little bit for some
All right.
for some donations. That is all. Peer
Okay.
pressure in full effect. If Don had, any class at all, he would steal it from Benny and dial it in. Is all I'm saying. I mean, Benny's sitting on probably millions.
Well, I mean, wouldn't you take away?
He's
from
been collecting Social Security for what, 100 years?
No, it's 110. Get it right.
Yeah, 110 years.
Get
I
it
mean,
right.
before Social Security was even around, he was collecting it,
Well, exactly.
and he's got to be how old now?
2-3 million.
2-3 million years old. So
Exactly.
he's got
Yeah.
the money. Yeah, yeah.
Just quick question. Do you want to have like not like weird callers?
Do it.
What,
Open it up.
Open the. She's gonna open the lines.
516.
What's your number, Sally?
465.
Tell everyone the number.
Yeah.
516
Yeah,
465.
open the real lines. The real lines.
What's the number? 516 465
3990.
3990.
3990.
I'm curious to see what people have to say. We've been in here for what, 6 weeks?
We will take a call from somebody who's donated.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
516 465 3990.
465.
If you have donated to the
3990.
Bosie bobblehead, Feed the Hungry, we got to come up with a shorter name. Maybe some letters.
like
I don't know.
like Pazuzu.
Such a good name, Pazuzu.
It is, isn't it? And you want to know what?
Tony butchered the name today, and that's why they call it Pazuzu, because everyone screws it up.
Well, thank Carla for
I
that.
always get it backwards. I don't know if it's shut up or stand up or stand up or shut up.
Put up, shut up, and stand up.
Yeah, see? I don't know.
Or put up, stand up, shut up.
Exactly. You never know, so that's why Pazuzu is interchangeably
Yeah,
perfect.
it's true. Yeah, yeah.
It's
Put up,
good.
stand up,
It's
shut
good
up.
shit
Put up,
right
shut up,
there.
stand up.
So
Who knows? I can't wait.
Greg DiFilippo, what's up, man?
I can't wait.
Greg told us a very funny story today. Evidently, he was a whore back in the 90s.
He's a whore today.
Yeah, well, I mean, but it's not new. Is
You know what?
saying.
I'm amazed. I have to say this. I'm really amazed, and I'm like kind of happy. I have had like about 1 million times less messages of weird crap from him. I don't
All
know
right.
what's going on.
I have the phone number on the screen now.
Okay.
Oh.
Cool. Ooh. Okay. Awesome. So, yeah, dial in. We want to hear from some of our viewers. All what? How many?
6.
6? Okay. Yeah, that's a fair number.
Well, whatever our listeners and viewers are, cut it in half, because we usually tell our people to tune in on 2 separate devices to make us, boost our numbers up. Like, what if everyone has 2 phones?
It would increase. the
Right?
number,
Like
yeah.
right there, that's
Yeah.
2 listeners.
Yeah, it is.
right?
It
So
is.
that's a home run.
I mean, like if you think about it, right about now we have.
Hey, don't forget, folks.
yeah, 7. Yeah, 7.
Start going to govsradio.com, because that's going to be where it's at.
Yes.
We're going to be able to chat on there. And if you're on a device now, you clearly can get on to the internet. So
Yeah, pretty much.
that's where Facebook is.
Yes, and porn sites.
And porn sites.
Yes.
Right. So what else? So let me get this straight.
Yes.
You spend a lot of time driving around, and typically you're listening to shitty AM radio and the press conferences
Yes.
of all the politicians.
Yes.
Right. Oh, I forgot to ask you, though. Did you tell Rochelle which way you would be leaning in the election?
Yes, I screwed her up altogether and made
You-
sure it was a 50-50. And why did I decide to call this one person today?
Wow.
Yeah, I made her work for her. I don't know if she gets paid.
27 minutes.
Yeah, 27 minutes. Yeah, I made her work for her money today. I didn't screw around. She's like,
I once
and the way she was
I
asking-
once saw Ed Masson tell a joke in 27 minutes.
Well, that was the one joke. It got to the point of like where she was stumbling upon words. I was like, wow, usually I don't even get up to this far. I was like,
You're like, she's like, I'm sorry to be holding you up. And you're like, it's okay. No one ever talks to me this long.
exactly.
You creep.
I was like,
You want to talk to Bosie right now? You want to talk to Bosie and ask him what it's like to have this bobblehead on his night table and see it every morning?
yes.
516-465-3990. You could talk to the actual Jeff Bosie,
Come on. What do you got to lose?
the world's okayest comedian.
Absolutely. I always love doing it like in like that weird voice, like 516-465-3990. And
WVMA.
Yeah, that is AM radio.
and then if you go ahead and if you just like spice it up a bit and sit there and go with a La Mega Sabega 97.9. No good.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
So
Sure. Yeah.
I got every Latin woman right now going. Oh, he knows Spanish, and he
you
can
have-
get me a green card.
You have no Latin women excited about you. None.
I used to.
None.
When I was youthful.
None.
There was there was a Dominican, there was a Puerto Rican, there was a Peruvian, and there was like I don't know if it was a man or a woman, but still, that's not the point. The point was
Something tells me you wound up with the last one.
With the point.
Yeah. There was a point.
There was a point.
Yeah. All right. So let me
yes.
ask you this. Now,
Yes.
you are, let's see, you're 42.
Yes.
Okay. So that means you were born in?
78.
Okay. So that means you're around the year 2000, 99, 2000.
Yeah.
You were going out.
Yes.
Okay. Where was your go-to place on the weekend?
Well, back then I lived in Queens, so
Okay.
I wasn't Long Island.
So where'd you go, to the Crazy Moose Saloon or something?
Uh,
Were you a Bell Boulevard guy?
Yes.
Okay.
Big Bell Boulevard guy.
All right.
Up and down there. We would go over to Queens Boulevard, hang out over at some places there. Manhattan. Of course, you had to go to Manhattan because that was a hop,
Sheesh.
skip, and a jump.
Wow.
You know.
So you threw the money around back in the day.
Well, all of my paycheck because that would support the one evening.
And then you were broke for the week.
What was it? Was a Webster Hall.
Webster Hall was a big
Yeah,
place.
yeah, I remember doing that.
Wow, boast. No wonder you got these jackets later out.
Yeah, you know they still fit, baby.
Wow.
Yeah, it was good times.
So Long Island, you didn't have a go-to place.
Actually, we did come out to what was our good friend Rich Walker talks about that one club that he doesn't even know if it's open anymore. Oh, what is it? It's in his. Oh God. Zachary's.
Oh, Zachary's.
Zachary's
You went to
and- yeah.
So you went to clubs. You were a club goer.
Yeah, I loved it. It
Wow.
was great times. I mean,
Wow.
like I had my other friends that went to like underground places, and they were doing like all types of weird things. But still, I enjoyed going to the clubs. I listened to the music that goes.
And then there was that one day, right? One day where you said, "I'm just not going out tonight," and then you never went out again.
Yeah, it was called the Wedding Day.
No, but you had leading up to that. You probably did. There was that moment where you just said, "I'm done."
Yeah, it was called Wedding Day.
Wow. So you were going out to the.
It was forced.
To the
It was forced.
Wow.
I was going out, hanging out, throwing barbecues. Like when I moved out to Long Island, I was throwing barbecues, having everyone over in the pool and chilling and hanging out. And now it's like
now it's patio for one and nothing.
exactly. It's my one 12 by 12 square that I get to go ahead and do crappy Fedora videos on. So that's about where my life has stemmed to. Sorry. But yeah, no, when I was 99, 2000, it was
Favorite place you ever went to?
shoot. I can't remember the name. I remember it was in College Point. Once again, it was a club playing the music, and
I would have stabbed my eardrums.
and
to get out of that place.
back then, we did not have Asian hate crimes.
We didn't.
We didn't.
Yeah.
And the reason why I bring this up is because I was making out and getting happy with a
The
particular
guy from.
well, it was a lady boy. No, it was it was this Asian girl that I met up in the club and fooled around with, and it was just a good night. It was like a good
Wow.
a lot of fun back then.
Wow.
Yeah.
Both you
Good
made
for
it.
you both.
Yeah, you know. I mean, like one of my good friends that I've known for 20 plus years. He actually met his wife in one of the hangouts that we went to, and I love the story because he hanging out, dancing the whole night. Where we were supporting their drinking habit, and
Yeah,
she
women
got-
had it. Women had it good in the
Oh yeah,
80s and 90s.
Oh yeah.
They had it
So
good.
she got actually, and I love the story because he was like she had to go because she had the one friend that goes, I have dry eyes and I left my solution in her car.
And no one's talking to me.
And so it's like, we gotta go. So she says, I'm leaving now. He was like, all right, well, it was nice meeting you. And she was like, all right. And she was like really into him. So we came back. He hung out with us. We're bullshitting and everything. I think I brought Sam to the beach. I brought my girlfriend with me. What a stupid move. But
I'm just
she came back
I'm shocked
in.
he had a girlfriend.
Yeah, so was I. She came back in and gave him shit and was like, you didn't even bother to ask me for my number.
Wow.
But they're married for, I think it was like now, what was it, 15 years?
Happily?
2 kids. Yeah, happily. 2 kids, and they live in, I don't know, Huntington somewhere. I don't know. But, yeah, all stem from meeting. I never thought that, like, a love story would happen from, like, I met a chick at the club.
I mean, people, that was there was no online dating back then. It was clubs, right? You met people in clubs and bars and the diner afterwards and all kinds of crazy shit, right?
I always remember getting
Best
the whole
bar I
rejection
ever went
part.
to on Long Island, and I will always stand by it. I think CPI out in out east, the guy that owned OBI had the CPI canoe place in.
A lot of
out
letters.
east. It was so good, such a great bar, mobbed.
Well, because it was a gay place. So,
Part of it.
you know, OBI, you know.
OBI was
GAY.
fun. You weren't
Yeah, exactly.
You missed the OBI years when it was like in its prime. OBI was crazy.
Where was this located?
Right on the in Babylon on the beach there.
Oh, okay.
South-
No,
you know,
that was
down- it
that was too far.
Sick.
Too far.
Yeah, Kevin Epstein said he met his ex-wife in a club.
Keyword X.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh,
I met my future ex-wife in a club.
Yeah, we didn't bother going anything past like really. We didn't even touch like the Wantor. Like that was like too far. Too
Wow.
far.
Oh,
Too
when you
far.
were in Queens.
Yeah.
Right, but then you moved out to the island, and then you were...
Well, yeah. Then we started venturing all over the place, and everyone hung out and slept at my place after a night of drinking and hanging out and trying to roofie girls. Treat them like the ladies they were back
Kelsey's
then.
like, that's when you were allowed to roofie, and no one got in trouble. Now it's a crime.
Jimmy Coffin said that she loved the OBI. She said, don't talk smack about it.
You know, it's funny. The owner of that place, who I think passed away a while ago, Matheson, he's the guy that used to drive around. He used to pay for the billboards on the trucks that kept saying, move out of New York.
Okay.
That was the owner of OBI. They would have the trucks drive up and down the expressway and stuff. Move out of New York. Move out of New York. He hated. He feuded with them all the time. But the guy was loaded.
Well,
He had OBI, CPI, owned a lot of property, but yeah, OBI was, oh my God. For my great experience, the first time I ever went to OBI, I was like, oh my God, I can't wait. We park and we're waiting online, and I'm like, holy crap, waiting online, and we had a couple of beers on the way in, and I get there and I go, holy crap, I got to pee. So the first thing I do is I go walk in, we pay our cover charge, everything had a cover charge, right? $5, whatever. We get in, I go to my friends, okay, I'll meet you right at the bar. Great. They go in. I zip right over to the bathroom. I guess I'm literally in OBI for 1 minute. I walk in, and I'm in the bathroom. And I'm like, oh, thank God I'm paid. And all of a sudden I hear this ruckus, and I turn around, and the bathroom stall opens, and a guy and a girl walk out, and I'm like, this place is going to be fun.
Wow.
oh yeah. Oh my God.
Like, yeah. Oh,
Somebody.
we got a live one.
And they hung up.
Rochelle.
I guess Rochelle was calling me.
Wow.
Yeah,
Kevin
but,
Epstein, best time of his life was at OBI. He moved to Florida and opened a bar there. Not sure if he's still alive, Gina said about Matheson. My friend's daughter was murdered after meeting a psycho there.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
I guess that relationship didn't go well.
Wow.
Should have stopped asking for extra drinks that night. Damn it.
Gina says, what a guy thing, waiting on the line. I waited on the line. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what the guys did. We waited on the line. And I can remember always, I remember saying, okay, how much money am I bringing out tonight? Okay, so you're going to have drinks, and then
Right.
you're
Gonna be-
if you meet anyone at all, you're buying their
Yes.
drinks, right? And then you're going to go to the diner, and then you're not going to let them pay for food.
Yeah, so
You're
you definitely
right.
brought
now,
about...
though, now when you bring up that concept of like the guys buying the drinks, and then they look at you like you're a Martian. Like,
Why?
now
What do
it's-
they do now? What do the kids do
I think everybody
now?
just Venmos and splits everything and down the middle. And I don't know. I'm so far removed from that scene, but I'd be curious if young people, if the guys are still like holding doors and picking up tabs. And
Well, if things ever
paying
open,
bills.
I'll find out because Sam's 21 now, so he's going to be going out on on the town soon once everything opens
Well,
up.
I mean, he's not going to be in his pocket for a while. He's still got Grandpa's $10.
Yeah, true.
I mean, that's going to carry him through.
You know what? A couple of things. Number one, I'm a little ashamed that no one's gone ahead and called that phone. I mean, except for the dial tone. And listen, always be donating. That's secondly. And you want to know what? It might be a little chauvinistic, but at what point did nobody sit there and think like, hey, I'm trying to impress a woman, so I flash the cash to pay for everything, and now everyone's like, oh, don't worry, I'll just tap my phone and we pay.
You bring up a great point. I mean, I don't know if you ever did, but I was in the bar business for a while, and I bartended, and I would be. I remember going out. I'm going to say within the last 10 years, I remember going to watch a game somewhere.
Right.
And I'm standing a couple of feet back off the bar, and there was a group of younger people, not babies, but younger people coming in. And I remember we would go out, and you would either take your money and you'd stick it on the bar, and you put your beer on there, and your money sat there, and
Yes.
then every time you ordered, they were taking it out of there or whatever.
Right.
No one ever looked twice. 2 hours in, there was a pile of wet money and shit. It just sat there.
Just sloppy
and
dollars
and then
and
whatever was left
Budweiser.
over, you looked for the big bills, maybe, you took them back, and you pushed the rest of it to the bartender and said, see you next time.
Yes.
Right? And they were like, yeah, it's great. So I'm in the bar, and I'm like, okay, and I'm watching. And it was a group of like 6 people. Now, when we were together, I would always go up and go, I got the first round, whatever.
Right,
They all
it's
went
a
up and
round.
they all paid individually, and they all used a debit card, and they all said, close it out.
Oh my God.
6 things. Chick, 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 chick.
Do we have actually a person here?
Hey,
Welcome
who's
to
this?
No Rhyme, No Reason.
Hi, Sally. It's Kevin Epstein. How are you?
Kevin, how are you? You're on the air.
Kevin Epstein, what's up?
What's going on, guys? When I went to OBI, I thought I was in Paradise Island. That place was amazing.
What year? When did you meet?
It
What
was
you said the best night of your life was there?
1984, 1985,
Right.
something around there.
Yep.
Wow, I was still playing with my Transformers in 84, 85.
You were playing with your Transformers yesterday.
Well, that's true.
It's
And
an
then
action
after
figure.
spending the evening in the club, we were fooling around in the parking lot, and I smacked my car up against someone else's car, and it was not pleasant.
Ugh.
Had to pay for the car repairs on that car.
Now, were you at OBI, Kevin, when they had the crane in the back and they used to have like the bungee, the chuck into the water? They had people. The place was crazy. They had
my
some good
God.
stuff going on back there.
I don't. You know what? We came from Brooklyn back then. It was like an event that was like took us an hour plus to get there,
Oh, wow.
and it was just crazy.
Yeah, it was
And I
good-
had some
good
of
place.
the wildest times in my life at that place.
See, that's what I'm
And
talking about,
I-
Bo. See, everybody. Some people go out and they now you. But you listen to Kevin. What kind of music did you like when you were in your in that 85 zone there? What were you listening to?
Madonna.
I like Billy Joel, Meatloaf,
Okay,
stuff like
so
that.
so you weren't into that like that house music with the like Bo's. How's it go again?
No,
I feel like
no.
that's a tracheotomy commercial with the guy with the cigarette. I was like you're about to get that.
I like that too.
Yeah.
No,
so
but I tell you, there was a woman on the dance floor, and she wanted to dance, and it was like empty, and that was my call to try and do my dirty dancing dance with her, and what a time!
Did you hoist her up?
What?
Yeah.
No.
Did you do the big finish?
Did you
No,
Patrick
but I
Swayze
did
her?
meet somebody out there from Lindenhurst, Babylon. It was. I don't even know how I'm alive today.
Nice. Well, that's good. See,
Yeah.
Bo's, there was now 85. How old are you now, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm going to be 60 this year.
Okay, so we're in like the same bracket. So those were the OBI was the place to be, man.
You're in the same bracket. I'm not in the same
I
bracket.
said I didn't include you,
No,
there, baby
Bozy,
boy.
Bozy's
You're
a little
young.
older. I mean, Bozy's younger, but he looks older.
Right.
Oh my God! You know what? That brings me. Quick question:
Yeah.
do your nipples touch your belly button?
Well, thanks for sharing.
Unfortunately,
Kevin.
yes.
Another person that says yes. Great. I love these.
Nice.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks,
Thank you
Kev.
very much for calling in, Kevin.
Take
So
care. Bye.
see now, I loved OBI, but I got to tell you, CPI. The difference was, it was broken out into separate rooms. So one room you'd go in would have the music you liked.
Right.
One room would have rock, and it was broken out. It was such a great place. And when you drove out there, you were, back then you could get a pitcher of kamikazes for like $5.
They don't even do pictures anymore.
You were,
No?
yeah, no, but this
No,
was.
I haven't seen pictures
Oh yeah, you would
forever.
you get hammered, but so you couldn't drive home.
Right.
So we would just be like, all right, recline, sleep in the car, whatever.
I've
You
done
went
that.
out there; it was for the day, man.
I've done that plenty of times. But real quick question. Everybody I feel has been to this place. And I asked Sally,
I haven't.
well.
Which place, OBI?
Wait, hold on. I didn't even mention the place yet.
Oh,
Oh, I thought you were talking about OBI.
No, I'm talking about.
Chuck E. Cheese.
No, not God damn
Chuck E.
it.
Cheese used to do pictures of beer.
Yes, sad, very sad.
Dublin Pub in
Oh,
Garden City Park.
dude, stop it.
Have you? No, you were
Great.
never there.
No,
The
but
Dublin
here's,
Pub
here's
was
why.
one of my favorite places with the outdoor garden in the back.
Yeah.
Was
No?
one of my favorite.
No, because I
places.
went up after high school. I went up to
You know what happened
SUNY
with that
Albany.
place, though, right?
Jesus,
you remember what happened with that place when it got shut down? There was a bad accident leaving there, and somebody got killed, and then they.
Oh, I didn't hear about all
Oh, yeah,
that.
it was bad.
There used to be a guy. When you should have lived in New York, there was a guy. He promoted his
You
commercials.
Boston,
He did his
California.
commercials every single week. He's like, "Come down to the Dublin Pub every Thursday, Friday. $1 drafts, $1 beers. Come down and give a hug and a quick cheap feel by your very own Scallywag Jim." And I was like,
It's the place for me.
I want to go get touched by
I
Scallywag
want
Jim.
Scallywag Jim to touch me
He's talking
inappropriately.
just to me.
Wait, but were you at that place? You were never there?
Yeah, I went there.
Oh,
several
that
times.
come on, that place was great music, great crowd, outdoor area in the back.
Are you
phenomenal.
familiar with the McDonald's mansion in New Hyde Park?
No.
God damn it, you're sheltered.
What about Sally? Have you been to the beer garden? Platt Deutsch.
Nope.
What?
No.
Sally, blink if you're okay.
I'm questioning.
Is Tony letting you out of the house? Blink.
Yeah, I left for college and then I came back to Long Island, in my, late 40s. So
What was your major?
it was human development.
So that explains her breast.
On
listen,
that note,
Hey, listen, you're the one with the what was it? Something the Hirsch sausage, whatever.
the sausage with the DNA on it.
Yes. So, okay.
And
All
that,
right. Listen,
that has to do what with Sally's breasts?
I don't know who. Oh, and then Kristen O'Flaherty. Of course, she loves the Dublin Pub. Who doesn't?
Oh, Gina brings up the Bordy Barn. Sally, were you at the Bordy Barn?
Nope.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Boss, you were at the Bordy Barn, no?
No.
Are you?
That was
my
too-
God! I'm with communists.
It was too far.
I know
for a
Greg
person like me.
DiFilippo. If he's still, I know Greg DiFilippo was at the Bordy Barn. Everyone on Long Island was at the Bordy Barn. That place was a crime scene. 50-cent beers, quarter beers. The line would be down the road. You get in. It was you would wear shoes you never wanted to wear again.
Yeah.
People would get plastic cups of beers. Crazy times. It was the place. And then afterwards, everyone. And it was only open during the daytime. And then afterwards, everyone would just
Really?
scatter.
Just during the day?
Yeah.
Mobbed.
Yeah.
Mobbed.
Wow.
And then people would go to like
I've heard
Ed's
stories.
Ed's Bay Pub or
That's
or all the other
surprising.
places.
I only got to hear
Oh.
stories about this place.
Oh
so.
my God! Yeah, people would take. Yeah, Greg's right. You take the beers and throw them into the fan, and they would just.
No way.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, my-
people came
there
back
were,
all slimed
There
with
were
beer.
more fights in that place, and they must have had like 30 giant bouncers in
Oh,
this
wow.
place, and there was always brawls, always crazy. That was a Long Island tradition, the Bordy Bar.
We should all go to some place like that in our age right now. What do you think, Sally and Rich?
Yeah, do they have Ensure on
Is
tap?
it open? Is the Bordy Barn? Is it still open? Or
I think
no?
the Bordy Barn is still. I think my son and his friends went a couple of years ago. I was like, "Wow, it's still there."
Well, Gina
I
says
thought it
it's
would
a
be.
big house,
I
but-
thought it would be assisted living right now. They build assisted living or something on there on the Bordy Barn.
That or a golf course.
Yeah, yeah.
They're throwing
wow.
pudding into the pan now.
Wow. So Sally, nothing on Long Island was your go-to place
No,
besides the
because
Corner
I was
Galley.
like out of there. Yeah.
Wow. So that's crazy night for you. The
Oh,
Corner
let
Galley.
me ask this one quick question before we get out of here. Sally, what was the wildest thing that you did in your
in life.
You
in
know
my
she's had
whole
two.
Life.
You know she's had
Yeah.
two one-legged men, right?
Yeah, beat
Well,
that.
besides,
Come on, Mosey, checkmate.
you want to know what? On that note, that you got me. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I mean, like to sit there and get like not just one but two one-legged men. That's
Oh, Greg brings up good places too. Sprats on the Water, Patty McGee's, Channel 80 had the Lady 80, and oh my God, yeah, just oh man, those were the days.
Greg needs to move back up here.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know if
New York is
Florida
right
is
from-
not his place.
Florida's got some good stuff down there though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Florida's open.
That's true.
Right now, we can talk about bars up here. We can't go to them.
Yeah,
Folks.
that's true.
Folks.
Yeah, listen, before we go, all
Yes.
kidding aside, Long Island Harvest Food Bank.
Yes.
Go on our Bozy will post
I'm going to be
We'll have
posting
on
it
there.
on No Rhyme No Reason. I'm gonna
Every
be posting it on
$10
my
you donate,
page.
we're up to $600, which is very good. And every $10 you donate, you're going to get one of these tickets, which is going to put you in the raffle for the. By the way, these bobbleheads, just so people know, these weren't these were molded and made from pictures of Jeff Bosey. The only two like them. There's no other. There's no. You're not getting these in a Happy Meal. I mean, I don't think anyway. So you get the Bosey bobblehead, the shirt,
T-shirt.
telling everyone that you're friends with the world's okayest comedian, a pair of tickets to see our very own comedy Kevorkian, Tony Walker,
Yes.
who's going to try to kill comedy for the third time, which I think would set a new record.
I'm ready for it. I'm ready. Let's go.
And I'm throwing in some free drink poker chips from Roslyn Social, because if you haven't gone to Roslyn Social, you're missing out. And if you do go, order the lamb chops. That's all I'm going to say. Holy crap,
yeah,
they're
they're
good. And the steak was good, and well, everything was good. But
Yes.
so we want to get donations. Also, we're going to have a link on our page for Lisa Bottino.
Yes.
Help her and her daughter out.
Yes.
Very sad situation, but money. There's a GoFundMe page, and thankfully people were donating. Jeff and I donated.
Yes.
And we would like people to do the same. So if you got only $20 to spare, drop 10 here, drop 10 there. Every little bit helps. We would appreciate it.
Take care of others.
Take care of others. Stimulus money.
All righty. I'll see you next week, buddy.
Yeah, maybe.
All right.
No. Next week we're doing a winner.
Oh, that's right. Next week,
We have the drawing, right? Next week
All
we'll
right.
have the drawing, and some lucky person is going to win the Bosey bobblehead. So, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to share the show. We're trying to build an audience here. It's not easy. I mean, Jeff doesn't dress like this just for you people. He wants more.
I just
people
do it
to
for
watch
Sally.
That's right. For
Thank
Sally.
you.